we have to do is ask ourselves, why are so many people stuck? Now think about this. You have people in your organization that are absolutely brilliant, and they're stuck at a 2 or a 6. Why? They don't know. You say, why are you doing that? They'll say, I don't know. Well, because you know better. I know. Well, why are you doing it? I don't know. It's an old story, isn't it? Now, most people will tell you, well, they don't have a goal. Well, I don't buy that. Because I think if you just want something, we could categorize that as a goal, maybe loose, maybe not too articulate, but yeah, I don't think that's where the problem is. I think the problem lies right here. People don't know why they're where they are. And I'll tell you what I've learned. It's taken me a long time. But I've found that we are controlled by paradigms. Your intellect is not what's producing your results. Your paradigm is what's producing your results. And if you don't change the paradigm, nothing happens. Nothing changes. You've got to change the paradigm. Paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over your habitual behavior, and almost all of our behavior is habitual. The win is enormous if you buy into it. And I think if you think about it, you will buy into it. It is so basic and it's so simple, you can't deny it. When we get up in the morning, there's a routine we follow. And if you're living with somebody, don't mess with their routine. You'll get into trouble. You think of the people that you have in your organization. They follow a routine. And you think, I wonder what they're going to do this month. You know what they're going to do this month. They're going to do this month what they did last month. Now, there's maybe a exception to that. I've gone into some of the largest companies in the world, and you go into the top sales guy, the VP, or whatever it is, and get the name of a couple of people in the organization. Doesn't matter which they are, I mean, salespeople. Say, this is June. What do you think they will have in business by the end of the year? And they'll be able to tell you. They'll go on their computer and they'll do about this. And how do they do that? Because that's what they did last year. And that's even how they come up with their projections of what's going to happen in the company. They let history control their projections. They don't let the truth of who we are or what we're capable of doing control the projections. We are truly creatures of habit. You see, it took me 9.5 years to figure it was so obvious he was sitting right in front of me. We are the product of somebody else's habitual way of thinking. We truly are. Paradigms literally control the lives of most people, most of the time. Now, the more you study this, and the more you observe yourself, get honest with yourself, the more you observe other people, the more you're going to see it. Now, here's one part out of the book. You'll notice I've got it highlighted. And I highlighted because this part, when I got to this, it really grabbed my attention. You heard Darren talk about one part of this in his opening remarks. Phil said there's a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until they believe that they can acquire it. This state of mind must be belief and not mere hope or wish. Now he said, open-mindedness is essential to belief. Closed minds will not inspire faith, courage, or belief. You're not ready until you believe. I heard Darren talk about this. Hope or wish won't cut it. You got to believe. Now, you know this was the big breakthrough for me. I had a mentor by the name of Leela Valdandewal. He was a great big guy. And he and I became very good friends. He's gone now, God bless him, but he was quite a guy. And you see, I have been trying to figure out what the heck happened. I gathered all kinds of great information. It was like I had to talk for I got jigsaw puzzle in front of me. All this information, but I couldn't get it to fit. None of it, I couldn't get it to join together. I couldn't figure out, yeah, this, that, you know. I was sitting in a restaurant with him in Toronto. We were eating. I don't know if it was morning or night, but I do remember us sitting there eating. And I studied religion. I studied psychology. You get into all the good books. You get into the Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the Torah, the Bible, the Book of Mormon. Get into them all. And every one, there's not an exception to this. Every one of them said, you've got to believe. William James from Harvard, way back in 1900, he said, believe, and your belief will create the fact. And I'm thinking, how do you believe? That's a good question. How do you believe? For the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. You got to believe it. You got to believe you can become a 10. See, you can know you can become a 10. Your intellect tells you you can become a 10. Why don't you stay at 4? He said, no, I believe you can get to 10. Why are you staying at 4? You want to stay at 4? No. Why don't you go to 10? I don't know. See, that's the problem. What did Solomon say? You know, you're getting get understanding. You're saying, I don't know. That means I don't understand. Thou said something in conversation. That wasn't the lesson he was teaching. It was just something come out of him. And when I come out, bang, like that, I said, well, wait a minute. What did you just... It was like rockets going on in my head. Listen very carefully to this. Our belief system is based upon our evaluation of something. And frequently, if we reevaluate a situation, our belief about that situation will change. I said, what did you just say? He said, our belief system is based upon our evaluation of something. And frequently, if we reevaluate a situation, our belief about that situation will change. Like that, I knew what happened to me. In all the studying I did, everything that I studied with the mentors, and I've just had some incredible mentors. And I've always done exactly what they told me. That was this discipline that I was able to develop. I had been reevaluating who I was. Hold your hand up in front of you like this. Hold your hand up. No, don't just look. Hold your hand up for a minute. I want you to look at your hand. Do you know there's enough power in that hand to light up this building for probably a week? There's about 11 million kilowatt hours per pound potential energy locked up in the electrons in the atoms of our body. Do you know that the blood circulates through your body every 33 seconds? It carries all the food in and all the garbage out in boom, one sweeping change. Do you know your brain is an electronic switching station? It alters the vibration different parts of your body's in. And you can alter the vibration and just like that through thought. And when you alter your vibration, you alter your attraction. Because you can only attract to you what your harmonious vibration is. And I started to study this and I thought, wow, this is me. And then you read your God's highest form of creation. There is nothing on the planet that will equal you. Nothing. This isn't somebody else. This is you. That's what I was learning. You just see, I realized that Hofer Wish didn't cut it. It was the belief. And remember, he said, it takes no more effort is required in order to aim high in life, to go for a 10. To demand abundance and prosperity. That is required to accept misery and poverty. It doesn't take any more energy. It's the direction of spirit that's flowing to and through us. We've got awesome powers. Decisions. I would recommend you make a decision what you're going to do when you leave here. I think it's time. I think it's time to transform your dreams into reality. I think it's time to transform your goals into achievements. It's time to turn your